Good morning and happy Vlogmas! I'm so excited it's finally here. It's about 6 a.m. I just got up, had a hot drink and did my journaling prompt for today. Today's prompt was anticipation, in anticipation of all the lovely things coming up in the month of December, which is one of my favourite months of the year. There's just something about all the positive Christmas spirit things. They're just so alive in December. There's so much celebration and joy and focus on kindness. And that's what I'm really trying to hone in on with my journaling advent calendar. Can you hear the rain? It's absolutely pouring it down. It's my favourite sort of weather that we get here. So for anticipation today, I was thinking about a couple of things. Firstly, just like general things that I'm really excited about. So Vlogmas is one of them. I've been really looking forward to doing this. And just like I was saying, all the general Christmas spirit things and the obvious time with friends and family, which we get over Christmas. Things that I am a little bit kind of anxious about, that I want to bring focus and joy to, is actually extremely relevant for what we're doing today. So I put that I'm feeling a bit nervous about travelling around a lot and feeling uprooted. And when I made this prompt, I thought I was only going to be in the UK for maybe the last couple of weeks of December, but with the Omicron variant that's come out, Tom and I have decided that it makes sense to just get back to the UK as quickly as we can, because Congo, where we live, is probably quite likely to get red listed. We want to get back, ideally, before it gets red listed, so that we don't end up having to quarantine over Christmas and miss some things we've got coming up, like we've got a friend's wedding coming up and stuff like that. So whereas for anticipation I was planning today on doing things like decorating the house for Christmas, we're actually going to be packing and leaving. That's the plan for today. And so I've been thinking about ways to bring some sense of stillness and home, I guess, wherever I am. I think just gratitude and looking for the things that I enjoy and traveling around is really going to help. So like, obviously I love spending time with friends and family, and getting to spend an extra couple of weeks with friends and family is a really lovely thing, and I will thoroughly enjoy that. I really love being on public transport. Like, there's something about the liminal space of transport that makes me so happy and makes me feel so free. So I'm looking forward to time on the plane, getting over to the UK, and to time on trains, travelling around in the UK. I'm also planning on bringing my yoga mat and trying to do some yoga. I have got really out of the habit of exercising, like, at all lately, and I think yoga is really grounding and really focusing, and so that's something that I would like to do a little bit more of this December. So yeah, those are my reflections on the journaling prompt for today, and also kind of the plan for today. So I've actually pretty much packed most stuff. Just have to do a fair bit of like travelling related admin and things like that today. I'm gonna have a bath before the day begins and everything starts getting really stressful. I'm so enjoying this candle at the moment. It's from Molten Brown and it's called Muddled Plum. I got it as a Christmas present from Tom's aunt last year, and it's just such a nice, like, Christmassy scent without being that Christmas scent that all Christmas scents are, where it's kind of cloves and spices. It's much like sweeter but deeper scent, and yeah, I rediscovered it literally yesterday, and I've just had it on non-stop ever since, putting me in the Christmas mood in the best way. My friend taught me this low-waste hack and I'm absolutely in love with it. So this was a cleanser which I couldn't get any more out of. It was like finished, but I could tell that there was still more stuff in it. So I've cut it in half. And then the top half works as like a little lid. And in the bottom half, there's still an absolute ton of the cleanser. So I'd share that in case that was helpful for anybody else, because it has revolutionized the way that I use stuff. And I feel so chuffed with myself every single time I do it. It is 12:30. I still haven't even dried my hair, and we've just found out that the car is coming to take us to the airport in 2 hours' time. Our flight leaves at 10:30 p.m, so 2:30 is pretty early to go to the airport, but apparently there's no other transport available today apart from at that time, which means that we need to get a wriggle on. I wanted to talk about books. I'm really sad that I'm not going to be able to read all of the books that I plan to read on my December. Oh, it's a lot brighter than I expected it to be. On my December TBR. So I'm going to leave these ones behind because all of these I actually do have in the UK, even though they're in ugly copies, or like I know that my mum has them or whatever. However, I am still going to take a couple of the nice hardbacks with me just because I was so excited to read them. So I think I might take them both on the plane if I can, especially as I'm about to sit at the airport for about 8 hours waiting for my flight to leave. I'm going to take October, which I think will be a nice quick read, and I also think once I've read it, I probably won't feel the need to still have it on my shelves here, so I can leave that at my parents' house. And I'm going to take Under the Stars. These two are both quite light as hardbacks go, and so it doesn't seem too bad to take them. Which means I guess I need to rethink my December TBR. Most of those books, which I wanted to read, like I say, I can read in the UK, like I do have ugly copies of them. I just was so excited to read my nice copies. I got The Wind in the Willows as an audiobook, which I think will be really nice. I think that will really work well as an audiobook, so I'm looking forward to potentially listening to The Wind in the Willows, and then I can have a flick through the lovely illustrations when I come home. I'm also listening to, at the moment, I've been reading it on my Kindle, for the last year, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, but in French, donc Harry Potter et le Coup de Feu, je pense, c'est ça en français. So I've been reading it on my Kindle, but I also downloaded it yesterday as an audiobook just because I just really wanted to listen to it. So I've got that to listen to, and I think Harry Potter always feels quite Christmassy to me. I actually can't remember the Goblet of Fire very well. Like, I know the first 3 Harry Potter stories really well, but then after that, I kind of have forgotten what happens in the later ones. So I don't think the Goblet of Fire is a particularly Christmassy one. Nonetheless, there just is something quite magical and Christmassy about Hogwarts, I think. I've been watching ASMR Christmas in the Great Hall videos on repeat, or having them on in the background while I've been doing stuff today, which has been so nice. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop chatting and get to finishing off my packing. 9 p.m. Our flight is just boarding, so I'm gonna sign off here. We have been in the airport for a long time. We've done a lot of jobs. We bumped into a friend and spent about 3 hours having coffee and chatting, which was nice. I've done a bit of video editing and I've started reading October. I'm like maybe 50 pages through. I'm not sure just yet. I could still really like it, but I'm not immediately taken by it. It's one of those middle grades that feels quite middle gradey, which I obviously can't criticise it for, but it maybe just feels a bit more childish. In the tone of writing it, it's in first person, it sounds quite kind of rushed and frantic, which I'm not really enjoying about it, even though there's actually quite a lot of beauty in the language, and I really like the whole woody October vibe, so yeah, I could still really get into it, but I haven't been immediately captured. We're just going to get on the plane now. It's an overnight flight. We get into Brussels at 6:20 tomorrow morning, I think. My plan is to sleep. I'm quite tired. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me on this mad first day of December, and I will see you tomorrow in Europe.